Issues by Busyssb. Dedication to Ted. You are my uncle, my cousin, the babysitter, my neighbor, the trusted family member that attended church on a regular, my father figure, my pimp, and sometimes my self-proclaimed nigger, the reason why I choose not to put my finger on any trigger. PTSD, anxiety, and insomnia are some of the precious gifts that you've given to me that I foster. With a lifetime of nightmares, crying spells, let alone all the trips to the doctors. Meanwhile, you still smiling, lying about the havoc and the trauma that happened in the years of darkness. They say forgiveness is the only way you can get past the issues. To release the destruction of anger against the one that deflowered and terrified you so I can move on? How am I supposed to take advice from people who cry and feel sad every time 9/11 is mentioned on a program, even after all these years? Just because of loss. From the time you started, you created an ending of what I would ever think is normal. The way you made our family look at me like I was a liar, you bastard. While I protected their kids by sacrificing my body and my future for your sick-ass desires, suicide was contemplated after too many times of involuntary special time. Their lives were the ones you threatened to kill or hurt, so I would continue to be protective and live in silence. It still hurts knowing that you were right sometimes. I told numerous people that you were foul, and there was no police, no help, no one to set your ass on fire. No one beat the black off of you or told you to stop. They went blind. Didn't want to acknowledge the fact that you are so friendly with children who haven't even hit puberty. Shit, all it took is for me to be in a crib. I lived in darkness and I got comfortable with it because every time I thought it would bring me light, it was cut off by me being reminded how sick you are and how you couldn't help it. I've never seen you popping pills zombie-like or drooling on yourself. In jail for the 3rd time, preaching how it'll never happen again. How many children and excuses have you gone through in your mission not to help yourself, from wounding wombs, leaving even boys with permanent scars? My ability to be a part of motherhood was damaged. You stood by to see me really die. Pregnant at 14, you caused me to bleed. You remember it dearly. The doctor whispered to Granny it was a miscarriage, but still there would be a delivery. I'm mad they didn't suck out all the misery. I long for the moment I get to see you die, and I won't cry. Not after all the times you've hurt me and many children you made me watch as you killed their innocence. I don't hear you asking for forgiveness. And if you were, start with the other victims. I'm not trying to hear the shit. Stop leaving your kids with untrustworthy people. Busyssb@gmail.com.